Let's take a look at some of the new happenings on the Bourse. The Bourse chief was concerned that there were too many accounts on the Bourse, hence he's come up with a scheme to cut down on the amount of accounts held at the Bourse. Take us through this initiative firstly.
Can you come again, please?
There were concerns that there were too many accounts on the Bourse, and the bank chief and the Bourse chief Peter Mwangi has come up with a new scheme to counter that, basically to cut down on the amount of accounts held on the Bourse. Take us through the scheme.
What we are looking at is trying to get investors to channel their funds more through collective investment schemes. This is because what happens is, especially from a market point of view, is that we have too many accounts that are moving, are trading speculatively on individual basis, and this causes huge levels of uncertainty, as well as the fact that the sort of amounts that people tend to trade on these individual accounts are not substantial. It means that it's very difficult to judge market movements. So I think what Mr. Mwangi is really trying to do is to bring the Kenyan market at par with foreign markets, where you see more people going with collective investment schemes, which make them be able to pool their funds and be able to invest in a more on fundamentals rather on a speculative basis.
But how exactly will this scheme change the Bourse from being run on by sentiments rather than the fundamentals of the market?
Well, I think it's just because you see, when the money is pooled, it's been run by fund managers, and normally the fund managers will act on fundamentals. But what we see now is that sometimes, especially for us who are in investment analysis and who watch stocks, you find that it is very difficult to tell what is going to happen to a stock after maybe an announcement or something happens in the country. This is because a lot of what happens on the market is really not based on the fundamentals, but it's really based on what individual investors feel. Most investors don't have investment advisors who are professionals, and so this tends to make the market to be skewed towards personal sentiment rather than business acumen.
How have investors reacted to this new collective investment scheme?
Well, there are quite a few investment schemes that have come up in the recent past. We've got the Suntra one, we've got the Standard Investment Bank one, we've got now this one by Stanbic Bank. And what is happening is that especially now that we are just coming out of a bearish period, we've seen them lower their base investment or their entry level into the investment schemes. Some of them you can enter at levels of up to 5,000 shillings. So this is making them accessible to every investor. And as for us, investment banks and stockbroker, especially in the whole fraternity, basically what we're doing is trying to invest, to educate investors on the advantages of investing through these schemes, because they tend to offer them more, less risk, or they tend to offer them better thought out investment decisions because of the fact that they're managed, rather than them coming in on their own and risking all their funds without really knowing what's happening on the market.